Welcome to Eat Sleep Sixers. I am your host, 215 the Sports Guy. Have my fellow host here with me, Sixers fan for life, aka Jose. We got just and we got Jenny from the block, which has been, must I say, an interesting day.
Oof.
Hmm,
Interesting for me.
hmm.
I
For
ain't
the
heard
rest of
nothing.
the
I ain't heard nothing about today. What you heard?
it's been interesting for everybody but us. You know,
Crickets over here.
crickets. And so I we all talk during the day, about what's going on, what's not going on. I just want to hear y'all take on it live on air. How do y'all feel about the transactions that took place in the NBA today and lack thereof from us?
Well,
Well,
I, for
go
one, was a
ahead.
bit. I'm sorry.
No, go
I
ahead.
don't mean
Go
to
ahead.
talk over you. Okay. I, for one, was, obviously upset because I thought that some of those pieces might be utilized by our squad. However, when I look at the salaries, we really don't have a whole lot of chips to kind of push into the center. So without kind of like depleting our entire roster, it would have been pretty impossible for us to get any of those guys,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
yeah. Without giving up some players that's making a pretty chunk like a Tobias Harris.
Mm.
Jose, how are you feeling today, man? How you
Oh,
feeling?
somebody else was talk. I'm doing something.
Okay,
Oh,
BG,
I
how
have
how are you feeling?
no problem going next because I don't want to talk about it. I am to the point where the next 44, what is it? About 45 hours, there's going to be a lot of rumors. There's going to be a lot of people talking. And I honestly wouldn't be surprised if we went into if we went into the test at 4 p.m. Eastern and didn't make a deal. So I'm gonna stop getting my hopes up. If something happens, I'll trust and believe I'm be here to talk about it. I might mess around and be hype about it. But right now, I'm just I don't want to talk about it no more. I feel like it's too many rumors going around, too many pieces that I would have loved to see on the Sixers just going to other teams for scraps, for pennies, and it's just like I'm done talking about it until the 10th. Until we make a trade or until the 10th, I don't have anything to say about it. I hope that Daryl Morey's working. I hope that he's thinking of things that we can do. I can't say that he is. I can't say that he isn't. It's just annoying, man. It's just annoying seeing teams try to get themselves better. Teams that's selling low, not selling high, selling low, giving away key players for nothing. Like
Yeah.
it's crazy to me that we not even in the mix of these things. But it is what it is. I'm rooting for the team that got this on the front. Where's that? If you got this on the front of your jersey, that's what I'm rooting for right now. So I'm not thinking about who we can get. We get them.
I'm going to start off by saying this. You know, if we could go back and predict our record to date with the players that's on the floor and the players that aren't on the floor, I think we'll be lying if we said we could predict that we'd be doing so well. With that being said, there are glaring holes in this team that everybody sees. And I don't think you need a major splash move to, fill these holes. So, with that being said, seeing these players on the move today, such as Hollenberg and,
Hmm.
Buddy Hill, and, just to name a few,
Oh, we can keep going.
we can
CJ
keep
McCollum,
going. There's about 10 deep today.
Larry Nance Jr.,
Larry
Joe Hart,
Nance Jr.
Nicole Alexander Watt, like it's names that could make this team better that we could have easily tried. I'm not saying that Denver would have, like Jim said, if money don't match, it's hard to say that we could have got them. Man, guys are could have been key pieces on this team.
Most definitely. Most definitely.
Um, Portland straight up gave up Tom McCullough for Gabe Vincent, literally.
There's Gabe Vincent again.
So what's the Sixers' problem? But that's all good. Like I don't even care. Right now we gotta worry about the Phoenix Suns.
Most
What's in
definitely.
front of us? Until the deadline happens, we don't know. All we could do is hope, stay optimistic that a move gets made, something that's worth talking about. You know what I mean, and not regretful.
Mhm.
I feel like any of those combinations can be done. A minor trade or a major trade, regardless, is going to help us. So the thing is just waiting for this guy to finally pull the trigger, because my anxiety is killing me and I don't want to think about it. So I'm just want to worry about this game. I want to have fun watching it. Hopefully we can get the dub. We already beat some teams that you can talk about, so can't nobody sit here and say, "Oh well, this Sixers team ain't beat nobody yet." Okay, well, I got about a handful, maybe more, of teams that are up there that this team already took down. So yeah, that's what I'm worried about.
Well,
All right.
to segue us right into that, we have the West #1 team tonight, which is possibly the best team in the NBA, coming in here tonight with a complete lineup of Chris Paul and Booker and Bridges and Aiton. And, we got our hands full tonight. With that being said, last time we faced a team of this caliber, with a star point guard, Tyrese Maxey answered the bell big time, big time. I heard Joel speaking earlier on and about this matchup, and he said it. He has to have his best game of the season. And what does that mean to you guys? I know what it means to me, but what does that mean to you guys? His best game of the season. What would you need from him?
Who's going first?
Anybody?
Jen?
Okay. So what does that mean? It means he needs to come out strong initially, right off the bat. We see the best Joel Embiid when he comes out firing on all cylinders, when he's making baskets early. That is when we see the best version of him. So as long as you can see it in his eyes when he's locked in from the beginning. So that's what we need from him. Locked in straight from the start.
I hear you. BJ?
I echo the same thing Jen said. I mean, we know what we like from Joel. Early and often. One of them 18-point first quarters. One of them first quarters where he shoots 6 free throws. That's what I want from him early and often. He realizes he's such a good veteran now that he realizes the games I have to get up for. And the Phoenix Suns is the hottest thing cooking right now. So
Yeah.
he goes, look, I can't go into this game the way I would go into a game against a Sacramento, against a New Orleans. He knows the Phoenix will come out and punch us in the mouth, and we'll be down 30 at halftime, and they
Yeah.
won't. So he knows here he has to step up early.
Most definitely. Jose, how do you feel about that?
We need Embiid's best version for this game here. This team is no joke. Pretty much held down the first spot since the beginning of the season. Stumbled back a little bit, but that was like short, very temporary.
Very
Right back up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a good team over there, and we can't come out there flat-footed, giving 50% efforts. They got to play today.
Yeah,
most
they had to be pretty near perfect. I mean, the Suns haven't lost. They've lost 10 games. They just went into double-digit losses
Yeah,
in February.
They're the only team in the NBA with 2 over 12-game winning streaks in the league. Nobody else has done it twice this season. They have had 2. They had one. I want to say the beginning of the season they were like a 17 in a row. Like they nasty, man. They nasty.
I think they've lost consecutive games one time this year. I think they've lost 2 games in a row one time this year. That says it all. With that being said, we've played teams of this caliber this season, and we seem to stand up to the challenge. So I'm expecting nothing less tonight. I'm expecting everybody's A game. It starts with the big fella, but what I take from the Embiid's comment is his best game will mean everybody else will have to have their best game as well. He has to share the ball. He has to get everybody involved, give everybody in rhythm. You need a whole team to beat this team. So I'm definitely looking for that. His playmaking is the most impressive stat that I've seen this year that's improved. So I'm expecting to see him in the post, dishing it off, doing what he do, high post, dishing it down to the cutter. which means people are going to have to cut.
And they played the Bulls last night, so they're on a back-to-back, and we need to use that to our advantage by coming out high energy, keeping the foot on the gas all the way through all 4 quarters. I mean, we've seen them many times this season not do that. So it would be really nice to see them just kind of give their full effort, use our young players for when we need energy, and take advantage of the fact that they should be tired by the 4th quarter.
I hear you. So with that being said, we're at the 15-minute marker. Let's roll right into our keys of the game. So we'll start off with Jen, the lady of the family.
All right. Well, I kind of just kind of gave it away. My keys to the game is we have to come out there hot. We have to keep that heat through the entirety of the game. We need everyone playing their absolute best. There isn't any room for error in this game if we want to win. If we just want to have a good game and compete, well, that's another story. But I think everyone would love to see a W.
Okay. Jose, what are your keys to the game to victory?
Sorry about that. Was that me? I don't think that was me. That's not my ringtone.
I have my phone on mute.
I think we need a huge game. If we didn't need a huge game from this one man all season, we need one from him tonight, and that's Tobias Harris. Tobias Harris has to come and help and be out tonight. No little, 12, 13, 14 point games tonight. We can't have that. My guy, we need you to ball out.
Most definitely.
That's gonna be my key.
Most definitely. B Jizzle.
My key to the game is coming directly from Jamar Burgess. I agree. We looking like we just lost in the second round of the playoffs, man. So we apologize if the energy's not up.
It's been a day, Jamar. It's been a day.
Just seeing my phone going off and it never said Philadelphia.
Hey, Jamar, you ever sat in a crowd of kids eating ice cream and you ain't had one? That's what it seemed like today.
That is right.
Seriously.
That's perfect.
Seriously.
Perfect.
Can someone buy me an ice cream, please? Jesus Christ.
Who's saying that our energy seems low? That's why I'm going to pick that for the keys of the game. The keys of the game is the crowd tonight. Hopefully the crowd tonight can be a fact.
That's a good one.
Hopefully the crowd tonight can be a fact. This is a tough team. They got a cold killer, Devin Booker. A cold killer in Devin Booker. A floor general, probably the best floor general the NBA has ever seen in Chris Paul. A big man that knows his role in DeAndre Ayton. So more than just the players, more than just the coaches, hopefully the crowd can be a factor, because obviously we ain't got the energy tonight. We ain't got it. Somebody got to bring it.
Well, since real quick before somebody else goes, since nobody said anything about the starting lineups, I know Matisse Thybulle was questionable for this game, and we need him.
I got it. As expected, we didn't go with our typical starting lineup when everybody's healthy. Danny Green is out of the starting lineup. They went with Matisse Thybulle, I'm pretty sure, to guard Devin Booker. So it's Matisse Thybulle, Tobias Harris, Joel Embiid, Steph Curry, Tyrese Maxey. So I'm pretty sure he's starting simply to guard Devin Booker.
Okay. So I'm going to give my key to the game. And, my key to the game is simply high energy play. We need to play with energy. Everybody, you say that our energy is down up here. I seen Joel Embiid's tweet from earlier. We're not the only ones watching Twitter and seeing players go here and there. It's easily to get sucked into the vacuum of what's going on. But we got to keep our blinders on and realize we're still a hell of a team. Mm-hmm. We are a hell of a team that's accomplished some good things this regular season thus far. So I want to take that energy with us, take it to this game, and take it to them. Take it to them. Give them our best punch tonight. Definitely.
We're actually a 1 point favorite right now in Vegas.
No, we're not. Really?
1 point. They gave us 1 point.
I can't believe it.
Mr. Sims, Curry hasn't guarded anybody all year, so it's hard to answer.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Hey, I gotta call it how I see it, man. The guy he's chasing everybody, you know what I'm saying? He's behind the ball handler, never in front of him. So, I can't answer that right now.
And look what happens. The last time they 8 seconds left in the quarter, and they changed out Seth for Charlie Brown, and then he fouled, and there was free throws, and you're like, what are we doing here?
Cause I already took mine. I took mine at 12 noon.
Yeah, it's been a rough one for Sixers Nation today, man. It's been a rough one. With that being said, we are at the 20-minute marker, and if you've been a regular with us, you know what's up right now.
And
it is
for BG over and under.
Let's get it.
All right, y'all. Here we go. So, playing a tough team, as we've been talking about this whole 20 minutes. They are third in the league in scoring. So I'm going to challenge our defense and say Phoenix 113.5 points. Over, under.
Wait, you said how many?
113.5. Carl?
Oh, you picked me first because I had the inquisitive look on my face. I'm going to go under. I feel like this team, if quote me if I'm wrong, Phoenix I'm speaking of is coming off a back-to-back.
A tough back.
They're ending a
DeMar did them the way DeMar did us last time.
Yep. He's just
how many points did he get?
38.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm looking for Booker to have heavy legs. Even though CP3 is something like a machine, he's 36, 37 years old. I'm looking for him to have heavy legs tonight, and I'm looking for our young legs to take over. So, under.
I'm gonna go. I've seen this team give up more points to bottom of the barrel teams, so I'm going over. Even with a tired, you're talking about the team who had X amount of win streaks this season. They first place in the West, which to me is a stronger conference than our own, and you have some ball players over there. So it don't matter who tired, who legs are heavy. The Sixers are known for letting up a lot of points to bum teams. I'm going over.
Jen?
Yeah. Sorry, I heard an echo. I am also going to go with the over because our defense hasn't been good. I mean, it just hasn't been good. But then again, I think we're kind of higher in the keeping opponents to a certain number. I don't know. It's a really hard decision because I'm looking at the past 5 games, and they've been under. So going with my gut here.
If you guys don't know out there, Jen's every pick for Jen is crucial right now. So this is why she's going into so much depth to get this right.
Yeah. Sorry. All right. So Matisse is in. I'm going to go with the under. Okay.
I am actually going to. I'm going to stick with Jose and go to over. I see this being a high. I see this being a high-scoring game, and I see us scoring high as well. And it's hard. It's hard to stop this team from scoring in that 115 range. It's really hard. So I'm gonna take the over on that. So the next one, believe it or not, guys, we are first in the league in turnovers. And when I say first, I mean the best, not we only average 11.7 turnovers a game. However, Phoenix is a top 5 defensive team. So the number for Philadelphia's turnovers tonight is 11.5. Over, under. Jen, you start in this one.
When do you start them, B?
See, thinking I'm going to hide. Think I'm ever going to run. Never going to. I'm complete. I go to the fight. I'm taking the under for turnovers.
You're taking the under for turnovers?
Under 11.5 turnovers. If you look at our last few games, at a very low turnover number, I think we continue.
Must be great to have a point guard.
I'm gonna go with under 2.
You can write me up for the over.
Jose,
Jose.
Jose doesn't think we're going to hold this team to 113 points. Jose thinks we're going to turn the ball all over. Take your head off, man.
Wait a minute. You just agree with me saying it's going to be a high-scoring game.
Take your
For
head
it to be a
off.
high-scoring game, in there has to be some turnovers to cause fast breaks and transitions. So I'm going over in the turnovers. That's it. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Don't argue with me.
I'm going to take the under within hopes that this is not one of Tobias Harris's games where he's just looking lost sometimes and giving up the ball, and the offense is running as it's normally running, or Embiid giving up the ball early. So I'll take the under.
I got you. And last but not least, Jenny from the block's favorite over under. Joel Embiid is currently leading the NBA in scoring with 29.3. So his number tonight is his average. Does he get 29.5 over or under? Jenny, if it's about Embiid, you got to go.
Over.
Listen, our first over and under is going to cause a domino effect. So if it's a high scoring game, a lot of those points are going to come from Embiid. So I'm going with over.
Carl,
we not betting against the big fella. Not tonight. Not with all these moves going on in the NBA and Embiid seeing it too. And not only that, this young kid had a good game against Embiid last time they played. Embiid has a memory. He remembers stuff like that, and he'll take on the challenge tonight because he is the best player in the NBA. So we'll see that tonight.
I like it. I'm going with the over as well.
I like it.
We very rarely go against our big man unless I make the over under outrageous number. But tonight, just get your average.
I don't even think we was going against him when you did the high numbers
at all.
Look,
I mean,
this man said, "Hey, you said 40. This man said he's going 50."
I did say that. I said 50 pieces in a biscuit. I definitely said that night. But you know what? It's not outlandish for the way this man has been balling lately. I'm not going to put the 50 hex on him tonight, but I just know we're in for a hell of a show tonight. Most definitely. Just like this one. These Sixers. If you look on the top right-hand screen, you'll see that we are on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, all the above, TikTok. You can catch us. Snapchat. You can catch us. We depend on word of mouth advertisement. So we need people to do what, Joselitos?
You got to tell your mama. You got to tell your grandma. You got to tell your cousin. You got to tell your cousin's husband. You got to tell everybody. So please tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend.
Most definitely, man. If you are not here for pregame or postgame, the way we rolling this season, I don't know where you are. This is the place to be. This is the party. And guess what? Turn on your TV right now, and the party is about to get jumping.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go Sixers.
Let's go. Come see us for postgame
All right.
Let's go Sixers.